You're gonna and I gotta say, let's get a win on bloody Sunday. It's bloody Juventus. They are the most cheating bastard team in the Serie A in Italy, and we have to win on Sunday. Not just for AS Roma's interests, but to keep the rivalry going. However, to win on Sunday, we need a good, solid squad. Because Juventus, yes, they don't start the season the best way possible, but are back. They want to get at least minimum in that Champions League spot, if not fighting with other clubs to win this Serie A. Because to be fair, it's really hard to imagine a Champions League without Juventus, especially if you compare it to these last seasons. It is very hard to see that. That's why they're a very solid team. You know, they've got Chiesa, Dybala, Morata. They've got Locatelli, Chiellini and Bonucci, the best defensive duo in Italy and in the world when it comes to experience. We need a good performance. Plus the fact that Roma have never won at the Juventus Stadium since it was called the Juventus Stadium in Turin means quite a lot. So it will be a match put full of pressure. And you can see on your screen right now, my lineup, my predicted 11 is the top one, and Alex is the following, the one down below. So it's a very tough match. It's a very important match, yes. But to get those 3 points, we need a very solid match. And I believe in a very solid match if the defense especially is concentrated and the mindset of the defenders is good. Because the second the defenders say, okay, that's it, it's Sunday, my weekend's over, I'm going to think about my holidays, that's it. Roma will lose because they've got quality in their team, Juventus have. So we need a good performance from the defenders. You know, we will see them. They are a very, very, very attacking side. They've got the two left backs and right backs, Quadrado and I think it's Danilo on the other side, run and sprint a lot. That means that they've got two defenders which attack and will cause a lot of trouble to Roma. Now, I do think that there will be moments and sessions over the course of this match where Roma will definitely park the bus. Potentially, if they're going to lead, definitely. If Roma go on a potential lead, then we have to expect a defensive reaction from our squad. But I think that parking the bus too much is a problem because I think Roma need to attack as well. Because at the start of the season, Juventus has not been great, and Roma need to exploit this. They're playing Juventus in possibly, I wouldn't say the best, because they're back and after these international duties they are reassessed. But obviously they're not the Juventus they were a couple of years back. So Roma need to exploit this. And I believe a good result can come if the team plays well. If Mourinho, chooses the players which are concentrated, which performed well in the training sessions, then I believe in a strong, a good solid prediction, a good solid score. But obviously, leading on to Sunday's match, let's talk about our predictions, our starting 11 predicted players, And let's start with me and then we'll move on to Alex. Obviously, I went with Rui Patricio because I don't need explanation. Karsdorp because you can't play Reynolds in these matches. We need experience. Yes, he's not been great, but Roma don't have many choices when it comes to the right back. So Karsdorp is playing. Mancini and Ibanez are definitely playing, seeing the fact that Smalling is injured. And I think Calafiori will play. Now, Alex put Vigna. And it's a big risk, to be fair. Because I do think Vigna will not start, for the main reason being that for many players, and I'm not just saying at Roma, there will be players, again, in Juventus' squad, there will be players in the Premier League in general, which have a South American nationality, which are gonna get back 35 hours before this match, and they'll be jet lagged, and they'll be absolutely knackered. So Mourinho and any other manager will not risk to play them just because they'll bottle it, because they're not ready for it. So Vigna will start for Alex, but I'm not going to speak about Alex. Alex will speak about his. But I chose Calafiori because Vigna is coming back from Uruguay tonight and won't have time and didn't have time this week to train with his mates. So I did choose Calafiori. I think Calafiori can be the lad, right? Calafiori has a big match coming up on Sunday. He's an academy player from Roma who is going to play on Sunday against the best team in Italy. So there will be a lot of pressure put on this guy, but I don't think, Vino will play. I think Calafiori will start, and I cannot see Calafiori not starting. He'll be put on a lot of pressure, as I said before, because he's an academy player and you need experience in these matches. So I do expect not a great match from Calafiori. Quick fact here, Calafiori actually scored against Juventus in a match which occurred a couple of years back, which is the only match Roma won at the Juventus stadium, but it wasn't technically a good match because Juventus were already Italian champions. Ronaldo and everyone were resting. They were basically playing their academy squad, and Roma was fighting for a Europa League spot. It was way more important for Roma than Juventus, and Roma won that match. And that was the only occasion Roma won at the Juventus Stadium in Turin, which I don't really count as a victory. And Calafiori scored a banger of a goal that match. So I'm pretty sure, he scored a banger of a goal, and then that goal got disallowed. Calafiori has good deja vus of this match, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a big performance, and there's a big difference of the match he played a couple of years back and this match, meaning that a couple of years back, when Sarri was a Juventus manager, Juventus had already won the Champions, Juventus already won the Italian League when they played. It was the last match of the season, no one was interested in it, not even Roma fans to be fair, so Calafiori will start. Now, moving on to my two defensive midfielders, this is where I think we might get a few contradictions. Veretout will start, and we've got a full stop on that. He's coming from the France adventure, winning the Nations League. He wasn't a big part of it, but representing your country is always a good shout. So he'll start. He gets that aggression which we need in these matches. So the aggression he has. If there's a penalty, he'll take it, just like he did against Lazio. He'll back those assists and he'll back those goals once in a while. So Veretout has an exclamation mark on it, he will start. Now, that the contradictions start. Because I put Cristante to start this match. Now, I might be absolutely wrong here, because Darboy has been top class in these latest matches. But I can't see Darboy starting in Turin at the Juventus Stadium against Juventus. I think he's a great player with great potentials. He's such an academy player. But I think Mourinho needs to avoid to put loads of pressure on these academy players. Or the fact that Vina's not 100% fit and that Calafiori will start, in my opinion, will already be a bummer. Because, putting too much pressure on these academy players might then end up in bottlings. So I wouldn't start Darboy. I would not get surprised if Mourinho does, because as I said before, Darboy is top class. But there's a bond between Mourinho and Cristante, which we still need to understand if you compare Darboy to Cristante. Cristante is one of those heavy players which I think Mourinho cannot live without. And that is why I think Cristante will start. Do not get me wrong. I will not get surprised if Darboy starts, but I think starting Darboy can give you, especially in this match, a negative start. Because being an academy player, he'll be on a lot of pressure, and Cristante will not. But obviously, Cristante needs a great performance if he will start. We're playing against the best team in Italy. Cristante needs a good performance, but I think he'll start. Let me know in the live chat if you think Darboy or Cristante will play right now. Right, I'm going to answer the questions at the end. Moving on to the attacking midfielders, Zaniolo's back. He'll start. He didn't get a call from Mancini. He's had a full 2 weeks to reassess with Mourinho, and I expect him to be quite ready for this match, even though he wasn't 100% fit. Zaniolo will start. He can bring that talent. And I think Mkhitaryan will start on the left. Now, Mkhitaryan bagged a goal against Empoli, which I think can trace a regeneration path for Mkhitaryan, because he's not been great at the start of the season, especially if you compare the season he did with Fonseca to this one. He wasn't great at all. So we need a good performance from Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan is a very experienced player. We can see it from the players he played at. Man United, Borussia Dortmund. Just explain and stand out the experience this lad has. So he's ready for these matches, right? He's ready to play on Sunday against Turin. Obviously, his age doesn't permit him to be 100% fit every single match, but Mkhitaryan can bag the assists and the goals, and I believe in it. Mkhitaryan, Zaniolo, and Pellegrini can form an incredible bond and can have quick triangulations, which can cause mayhem to Juventus defense, especially if De Ligt plays, because De Ligt is the most overrated defender out there. If Chiellini and Bonucci start, that's another chat, because Chiellini and Bonucci, on the other hand, know how to defend very well. So if Chiellini and Bonucci both play, that's where Mourinho has to go abracadabra, imagination, creativity out of his mind. Because if Chiellini and Bonucci play, Roma will have difficulties in scoring, and they need to find different ways of infiltrating the best defensive duo in the world. It will be tough if Chiellini and Bonucci play, but it's the beauty of football. So I think just Mourinho is worried that Chiellini and Bonucci will play. And if Chiellini and Bonucci will play, Roma need the best four attackers out there. And in this case, it would be Mkhitaryan, Pellegrini, and Zaniolo. And I 100% think they will start. Pellegrini is an absolute talent himself. He's an absolute bowler. Mkhitaryan can be a bowler sometimes. Last season, he was absolutely great. He just needs that fitness back. Zaniolo is a natural talent. That can cause serious trouble to Juventus defense, hopefully. And now, moving on to the striker, another big point, another big talk. Abraham got interviewed. He wasn't limping, and he got interviewed saying that he is ready to play on Sunday against Juventus. Mourinho is a very experienced manager, and I do think he'll get a call to Abraham, but I do not think Mourinho will start him at the very start, because he knows that risking Abraham and rushing his injury, his rehabilitation, can be a problem to the future of Roma. Let's remember that the entire season does not base on this one single match on Sunday. In fact, after this match on Sunday, Roma have got Napoli, Milan, and Cagliari to play with. 3 very tough matches where Roma need important points. So I would much rather see Abraham rest for Juventus and give Shomurodov or Borja Mayoral a chance, and have Abraham 100% fit for the next 3 matches, which is, we can't base a season on one match. That's why I think Mourinho will rest Abraham, and I think Shomurodov will start. It's a good opportunity for Shomurodov. If he performs really well, he will be, and he is the second striker out there, and he will have many more chances if he performs well. Shomurodov needs a good performance on Sunday, because he's not been great at all at the start of the season. We want more goals from Shomurodov. We want more talent, and we've got to see that. And I believe in him, and we will see that on Sunday. Now, lads, this was my starting 11 prediction for Sunday. Obviously, taking into consideration all the injuries and the players which won't be 100% available for Roma. I've said mine. Now let's move over to the man himself, Alex. Let's get him on, and let's get rid of this. Right, let's see what Alex thinks.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the morning to you out here from California, and welcome to the Simon Show. It's Alex here once again, and this is the predicted 11 for the match Juventus versus AS Roma on Sunday. I'm going to get right to it. Zaniolo trained yesterday, but I believe we are doubtful of him. Not sure he's fully fit. Tammy Abraham, with that injury, we are not sure he's fully fit. With that said, I'm going to go straight to my predicted 11 with Rui Patricio in goal, Karsdorp, Ibanez. We would also have Mancini and Vinia at the back line. At the defensive and central midfield, we will be having Vertout and Cristante. But I believe one of those two, I believe Cristante may not be playing. I'm not too sure now, but yeah, Cristante, Vertout. And if any of them were to miss, I know it's going to be that boy who will fill that shoe in. Also, at the attacking midfield level, we do have the likes of Mkhitaryan on the left. Zaniolo may not be fully fit, but I believe he's still going to play. We need him. But if he's not playing, then El Shaarawy would have to step in. And our captain and leader, Pellegrini. And top front marksman striker would be Tammy Abraham. I know he's not fully fit, like I said, but I think Mourinho will push him just to scare Juventus a little bit. So I think he may still play. I think there's enough time for him to recover. But if he's unable to play, most likely it will be Shomurodov who steps in his role. So once again, it is going to be Rui Patricio in goal, Karsdorp, Mancini, Ibanez, and Vinia at the back line, Vertout, Cristante at the midfield, defensive and central. We're going to also see the likes of Zaniolo, Pellegrini, and Mkhitaryan. And top front, the doubtful Tammy Abraham. I believe he will recover in time. I don't think it should be so serious. I mean, when he landed in Italy, he wasn't limping like I heard in the news. So there you all have it. Is a predicted Juventus win, and that is, I believe Juventus will win this 2-1. And yep, let's look forward to Napoli. That is a game we should already be looking forward to, but we're going to take it one game at a time. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Share your comments, like the post, and let's build this army together. Once again, it's Alex. Have a good one, and Deja Roma. Bye-bye.
Right, let me know if you can hear me now, because apparently there was no sound before. So let me know in the live chat, lads, if you can hear me now. It's very important. Audio is quite important, Simon, don't you think? But I do have an excuse, and the excuse is that it's Friday night. Yeah, right, you can hear me. Good. It's Friday night, lads. Week of school ended. My brain is literally in the middle of a frying session. But it's all good. Right, it's interesting because Alex thinks Abraham will start. I think Shomurodov will start. And I do think that Abraham, as much as he can give that attackive push, there will be sessions where Roma will park the bus, and that is where Abraham, in my opinion, can let the entire team go in the attackive section. He can bag the goals. He's good. That's why we need him. But Shomurodov, it's his big chance. Also, another thing we can focus on what Alex said is El Shaarawy, because El Shaarawy has a big statement on it. El Shaarawy, in my opinion, doesn't perform in big matches. That's why I don't think El Shaarawy can easily start on Sunday instead of Mkhitaryan. But I don't think he will, because he's not that impactful in these good matches, in these juicy matches. I do expect him to get subbed in, and that'll be very interesting to see if he can get a reaction. But it'll be very curious to see what El Shaarawy does if he gets subbed in. Right, let's read some comments before ending the stream. I think we need to play 2 strikers. Will Karza be available? He will be available. I think those Uzbekistan Dynamite. That's what Alex calls not Uzbekistan. Shomurodov will turn up. Big statement. I won't be surprised if Jose plays Shomurodov in the left and Zaniolo up top. That's something really interesting, mate. Because Mancini, the Italian coach, used to play Zaniolo as a striker. And I do see Zaniolo as a striker because of his physique. But in such an important match, I don't think Mourinho will risk it. Might be wrong here, but I don't think Mourinho will risk this in such an important match. I'll definitely agree on seeing Zaniolo playing as a striker in like the Europa Conference League. I'm 100% on that. But I think in this match, it's a very, very, very serious match. Mourinho rushed Kane back from injury ahead of his time, and he was flying and didn't pick up any injury. I don't think he's the type to play it safe. Cristante has been getting pushed off the ball way too often, and he doesn't have the pace to recover. I think that's why he dropped down the pecking order. I think Abraham might start as Jose lacks familiarity, but with any case, I think Shomurodov will start too. Wow, so Cinemax thinks Shomurodov and Abraham both will start. That's a big statement. So, right lads, if you're new here, please subscribe. If you subscribe right now, and if you subscribe to my second channel, if you enjoy travel, and I definitely want you to subscribe, let's try and get 100 subscribers on this channel over here. Where is it? Over there. This mirror effect is very annoying. The link is in the description below. If you subscribe to the Simon Show, obviously if you're new here, and you subscribe to that channel, link in the description below, it's called Simon That's Me, Roma will win on Sunday. Do it right now. I would really, really appreciate it. And also follow me on Instagram at _the Simon Show. And yeah, it's a big match on Sunday. We need a good match. Tomorrow it's Mourinho's press conference analysis / reaction. Have a wonderful Friday evening with your families and friends. Movie night tonight, I guess. And I'll catch you tomorrow with Mourinho's press conference analysis / reaction. Up the Roma on Sunday. Come on, the boys. Good night and take care.